Yo, what's going down, guys? It's your boy Trumsman, and we are back on my team with a little bit of 2K15 ideas. And in 2K13, 2K14 in my team, coaches have been exactly the same. All they affect is their offensive and defensive awareness, which honestly doesn't do a whole lot, considering it's about 3 points, 4 points. It's not going to do a whole lot. You're not going to get the effect of a coach. You can use any coach. You don't even have to, if you're of a favorite coach, whatever style you run, it doesn't matter. Coaches are just coaches. That's one thing in 2K15 I'd love to see them fix, is every coach has their own style. A team like Spoelstra, his teams are great at jumping in the passing lanes, getting in transition, but they are terrible at rebounding. They were 30th in the NBA in rebounding, but they also get to the line. They love to shoot that three. And then there's another coach like Doc Rivers, right? They're not the same coach. Doc Rivers, his teams will jump in the passing lanes, run in transition as well, and throw lobs. But they're also great at throwing, they're one of the better assist teams, one of the better three-point shooting teams, but they were subpar in rebounding and on-ball defense. Every coach will have their own set of pros and cons. They'll have a total of +9 to additions and then a -6 to subtractions. You look at a team like the Spurs, right? Great passing, #1 in assists this year. Great on defense, great three-point shot, but Tim Duncan and Ginobili and them, they average like 25 minutes a game, so their stamina will be terrible. So every coach, you have to pick and choose what kind of style of coach do you want to what suits you best. Are you a coach that wants to run, or are you a coach that wants to just kind of chill back, play some defense, be efficient? And then you look at some of these players, right? We'll give Chauncey Billups towards the end of his career. Let's give him we just gave him an attribute. We have to go back in. We have to overwrite it. So he has quote unquote one attribute slot, or you have to overwrite it. A guy like Anthony Bennett, a rookie, 20 years old. He's going to grow as a player. Maybe he's not going to be a superstar, but he's still going to grow as a player. We give him an attribute, and you have to overwrite another one, even though he's going to, in 2K17, he's probably going to be a pretty solid player. That's why I would love to get training slots involved. Older players, guys like Kobe, Chauncey, who aren't going to grow that much, are only going to have one training slot. You guys look at LeBron, Dwight Howard, guys who have pretty much reached their ceiling. Maybe they'll add a jump shot. Maybe they'll add a thing here or there. But overall, they're just not going to get a whole lot better. Which means, you know, give LeBron a little bit of mid-range. Maybe give him a little bit of a three-point shot. But overall, he's not going to just be amazing in 2 or 3 years. You look at a guy like Tylos and Kenneth Faried. They're in their prime just about. They're 26 and 24 years old. They still have another year or two to grow. Maybe to even get to that all-star level. Look at a guy like James Harden, Blake Griffin. They're on right on the verge of becoming superstars. Guys like Drummond, Anthony Davis, all the potential in the world to be the best at their position. And that's one thing that I hate, is guys that are coming into the league. For instance, Jabari Parker, Wiggins, they're going to be in the 70s overall, pretty much useless in my team. Even though in 2K17, they're going to be probably some of the better players. Why not have them now? Why not give them training slots and then training duration cards? Rather than having those attributes last one game, there should be a set. You can either have them last 5 games, or if you pull one of these in packs, anywhere from 5 to 200 games. And not only would this make players like Anthony Davis, guys like Wiggins, Embiid coming into the league usable in my team, but you can also be competitive. You can have young players that you are in love with, guys like Wiggins, Embiid, Anthony Davis, be those high echelon players that they're probably going to be in the next couple years. And then not only will we have the +9s to three-point shot, the +5s, you can have major boosts. +3 shooting in every category, +7 to defense, just what you're looking at on the screen. And not only would these training slots, these are the younger players are going to be more valuable. The training cards are going to be more valuable. These cards are going to be more valuable. And with the more valuable cards, the more cards people are going to want. That means more money for everyone. If you pull a legend, right, you can use them. That's a sick card. But if you pull an Anthony Davis, you can give him these training cards to make him competitive with Bill Russell. Maybe not as good as Bill Russell, but definitely competitive. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this down below. And that's kind of the one thing that I would love to see in 2K15 is rookies, you can actually train them to where they're going to be in 2K17, so they're more usable. And I just think it'd add so many more players so that you wouldn't play the same 5 players every game. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of this idea. drop a like, man, for some more 2K15 ideas. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time.